Time with your host, Candy. And today's topic is going to be, as promised, Andra Griffin, also known as in Twitter at American Law 411. She's from Bradenton, Florida, and she's also, along with the others that have been at the crime scene looking for evidence supposedly the authority left behind in the Gabby Petito case. I'm going to start off by saying that she has the audacity of filing a lawsuit against Christopher Laundrie on October 18, 2021 on supposedly a sign she gave money to that was taken out from Christopher Laundrie's lawn. And again, he has all the right to do. That's his property. You cannot just go and put whatever you feel like it in a private property. And again, this is my opinion. But in reference to all that, in the Gabby Petito case, that these people are making themselves known either through Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, doing lives, it upset me. And I did a video yesterday. You want to go and watch it on YouTube on Your Crime, Your Time, about one of the individuals, which was Jonathan Lee Ritchie. And don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos. And like that, you guys also help me in growing my channel and being able to go live. But for now, I'm doing, uploading videos. So anyway, we're gonna go into a little bit of her background, Andra Lee Griffin, which she states she's a domestic violence activist or rights, but she's a domestic violence abuser. And why I'm saying this is because I went and I got some information, did some research, and found over 40 reports or records of crimes she has committed. And we're gonna start by saying that bear with me a little. Okay, we're gonna start on going back to October 25th, 2006. And I'm just gonna go over a few of them because, of course, I'm not gonna go over all 40 of them. But I read all of them, and these are the ones that stands out more of her being a domestic violence abuser. So on October 25th, 2006, Andrea was involved in an argument with a friend at a car wash, where Andrea was told to leave the property. She came back to the car wash and she was arrested for trespassing. And the officers that put her on handcuffs, that searched her, found a little baggie that had some white powder substance in it, that it happened to be cocaine because it was tested. That's the first, one of the many. Then on June 1st, 2012, Andra, along with her husband, which I'm not gonna say his name because it doesn't, pertain to any of her background, and I want to keep him anonymous. So Andrea and her husband was at a friend's house, And on their way back home to their house, Andrea had to drive because her husband was extremely intoxicated and couldn't drive. Understandable. But she got mad. She got upset and started arguing with him. In the process of arguing, Andrea got so upset that she backhanded him with her hands open, leaving an abrasion on his upper lip. Like, people, just imagine you sitting down, and unexpectedly somebody comes and slaps you. How would you feel? What pain can you cause by back slapping a person unexpectedly? So just imagine that. Then, when they got home, Andrea continued to argue. She got so agitated that she threw him a container with food inside, hitting him again. But here goes her husband not wanting to press charges. And of course, the manipulation comes in and the sweet talks comes in. So then on October 13, 2012, Andrea was again in an altercation with her husband that led for her to be so annoyed, so angry, and led for her to start breaking items in her home. And then she proceeded to get a knife and punched holes in his truck tires. She was pushing him, causing him to fall, and get scrapes on his right forearm. She also punched him in the mouth, making him bleed and making his teeth get loose. Andrea proceeded to place her hands around his neck and choked him. Luckily, he didn't lose consciousness. So this is the part that I want to talk about, that and it's my opinion again, about the Gabby Petito case. It attracted her to that because she also was killed, strangled to death. So I'm saying maybe, it's making her feel guilty for what she did to this poor man. Because remember, just because you're a man and she's a woman, the man is always the aggressor. No, domestic violence goes both ways. It could be the man as the aggressor, or it could be the woman, in this case with Andrea. So, there's like a connection in her life to the Gabby Petito case. Okay? So then, like I said, typical aggressor. Andrea threatened him. She threatened him that she was going to kill herself with a knife. Again, her husband didn't want. My apologies. Welcome back to the continuance of the reality of Andra Lee Griffin. And as I was saying, her husband didn't want to press charges, stating he didn't know how to write. Well, people, if anyone is in that position, please get help. And if you find yourself not knowing how to write, read, or whatever the case might be, please ask someone to help you and guide you. You have the right to live an abuse-free life. You do. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So then on September 10th, 2016, the police was dispatched to two suspicious people walking down the street, and allegedly a female collapsed on the sidewalk for no apparent reason. Her husband and the offender, of course, Andra Griffin, they both ran out of nowhere to the patrol car. And Andra didn't have no pants and was extremely intoxicated. So they say. So the patrol, until they investigated what was going on, detained her husband. But then they realized that Andra and the person detained was husband and wife, and that they lived together. On that day, they were at the Dolphin Lodge drinking, obviously, because what you go to a bar for? To drink, get intoxicated. And Andra didn't want to leave. She wanted to continue partying. She wanted to continue drinking. And she got so agitated and hit him once in the face, causing him to bleed out his nose profusely. Andra right away made herself look like the victim, but she couldn't point out anything that she had or point it out to the officer. What she did have was a scrape on her knee, in which it could have been caused by her being on the ground from attacking him. But then the officer determined that the aggressor was Andra, and she was arrested. Then when she was at the district, or the precinct, or the police station, she was very, very, very verbal and stated that she was going to beat the crap out of her husband. In the police station, verbally saying it, didn't care where she was at. She was just making her point out verbally. And this is why people like her manipulate people that are the abusers, like to manipulate situations and like to make the victim look like the person is wrong in any shape or form. Okay? And this is why we need to put a stop to them. This is why you have people like me wanting to expose these people and post their criminal background, because now they want to be all high and mighty, or they're activists of helping people with domestic violence situation, caring about something happening to an individual, like in the Gabby Petito case. But all they want is money. The money they get from their viewers. The money they get from subscribers on YouTube. And having these people, Andra and these other 4 individuals, going to a crime scene that the FBI just had left not so long ago to sabotage a case that maybe if they would have not been in front of the laundries protesting, maybe if the laundries had communication with Brian, let's say that they did have communication, for instance, they told them that you guys were in the front, you guys were screaming, hollering, and didn't let them be at peace, and maybe he committed suicide because of this, because he couldn't handle the pressure that he had already from the authorities, And now the pressure of these individuals being in front of his parent, in front of his sister's house, attacking them. And maybe he committed suicide because of that. Maybe if you guys would have not been doing all these commotions and all these protests, he would have turned himself in and we would have had a live Brian. And maybe Gabby would have got justice served. You know, people, the Petitos have the right to mourn, to grieve their child in peace, and not having to turn on or looking through their phones and the first thing they see is something about their daughter. Because these people don't let them grieve. These people continue to look for stuff that are not there. Who goes to a crime scene that was just seen by FBI and was there and was processed to find stuff, to find bones? Are you kidding me? Or you guys forget that before they found laundry, Brian, they found another individual? They found remains? You guys forgot about that? You guys forget that we have wild animals in Florida? You guys forget that? And that maybe those bones supposedly that you guys found were for somebody else or from an animal? Do you guys know the difference? Are you guys an anthropologist or a forensic pathologist or whatever you want to say it? You guys are not professionals. For you guys to go and say, oh, look, they left this behind, they left that behind. You guys are speculating. You guys are not certified medical examiners. You're not doctors. You're not any of that. You just got, you know what you guys are? Nosy people. That's what you guys are. Wanting to be reporters. Wanting to be criminologists. Wanting to be an FBI agent. Wanting to be a police officer. You guys want it all. Instead, what you guys should do is stop this nonsense so the Gabby Petito family could be at peace, even though they're not, because I cannot imagine losing a child, because I think I'll go crazy. But at least give them that respect to mourn their child and not having to go on social media and see their child picture or see you guys posting stuff that the FBI supposedly left behind. Give them that respect. And until you guys don't do that, I will continue to expose you guys. I will continue to post videos, expose you guys, expose your criminal background. Because you guys don't get enough. Leave the case alone. Let the FBI, whoever it is, do their job and close this case and continue. Because now there's not going to be no justice, because you know what? Brian is dead. And maybe you guys caused that to happen. And I want to talk to the viewers. Please stop giving them the tools to continue doing stuff like this. You know, this is a very tragic incident that should have never happened. But it did. So I want to thank you guys for allowing me to post my videos, for allowing me to talk about this tragic case and about these idiots. Because that's what they are, idiots. And exposing them the way I am. And if you guys don't stop, I will continue doing what I'm doing. Because some way, somehow, you guys have to stop. Like I said previously, there's nothing wrong on following a case. There's nothing wrong talking about a case. But when you guys do the things that you guys just keep doing, there's a problem. You guys are insane. You guys don't care about anybody. You guys care about your damn selves and the money that you put in your pocket. That's what y'all care. You don't care about what happened to poor Gabby. Y'all care about the ching ching. That's what you guys care about. And how many viewers y'all got, and how many subscribers y'all got. That's what you care about. And if you have at least a little bit of heart, a little bit of compassion, whatever money you get, you give it to the Petito family. Donate it to the Gabby Foundation. And don't put not even a penny in your pocket. Because y'all should be ashamed of yourself getting money for just posting, going live of stupidities. Because that's what y'all doing, stupidities. You have to have something loose in the head. You have to, because that's the only thing I could think. That you guys have a little screw loose in your brain that's making you guys see things, find things, post things, goes lives. Because a human being with a heart and compassion and caring don't do these things. You know, give the Petito the respect they deserve. And with this, I want to end this. And tomorrow, I'll be back. And the next online will be Maliga Laila. Maritza. That also has criminal background. That also has been arrested. So I want to thank you. I want to bless you guys. And please, don't let any of these morons take your money. And if they do take your money, if you do give them money, ask them to donate it to the Gabby Foundation. Because it's the right thing to do. Remember, your crime is going to be your time. Your host, Candy. Have a blessed day and talk to you soon.